and we're looking at race number 8, and that is Class 3 over 1,650 metres. Red Majesty, of course, was running around last Wednesday night, but was in the void race. So he lines up here for David Hayes and Lyle Hewitson from Barrier 1. Gallant Waking comes into this with his last win off 64. He's rated 75. All Beauty Zone D missed the start last time out. Gallant Crown, another one to come out of the void race from last Wednesday night. Happy Daily for Keith Young in some form at the moment. Casa Cosmo, Exceptional Nice further down. He's drawn barrier number 3 is Exceptional Nice. Leslie jumps up to 1,650 metres. His only win has been at Happy Valley over the 1,200 metres. Majestic Victory ran well last start. Angus Chung. Star Contact was a winner 2 starts ago, and a Storm Legend comes into this off a handy enough barrier trial, does Storm Legend. Let's have a look at the speed map now for race number 8, and as we can see them go from the start, Nick, it looks like Red Majesty will do what he normally does, and that is roll forward.
Yeah, look, he's drawn 1. He's well drawn. Obviously loves it round here. An 8-time course and distance winner, and I reckon he can lead them a bit of a merry dance off the front. Majestic Victory's drawn a little bit wide, so he might have to. Oh, he's not drawn. He's in 6, but he might just get flushed out a little bit wide with Gallant Crown and Exceptional Nice, perhaps poking forward on his inside, and Star Contact and Happy Daily, I think, will follow, Paul.
Yeah, look, he just might have to work a little bit, Angus Chung, on Majestic Victory, or he might get posted. That's with that pace underneath him. All Beauty, he's going to be further back than he would want as well, because he's drawn awkwardly in 11, and I think his own D goes back anyway, but All Beauty's the one that probably comes out worse in the draws.
That is look at the speed map for Happy Valley, 1,650 metres. But we can hear from Zach Purton, because he's riding a Casa Cosmo, only lightly tried here in Hong Kong, but he ran a really good race last start at Sharton.
Zach, Casa Cosmo was pretty good in defeat last time. That was at Sharton. He comes to Happy Valley for the second time. Do you think he's a Happy Valley horse, perhaps?
I think he can handle the track. There's no reason why he can't. We'll just give him his chance and get him into his rhythm and see if he can finish strong.
Unable to get going sort of until the 300 sort of thing. Were you sort of wanting to get going that bit sooner, but obviously there was no gap there? Was that perhaps?
Well, you can't go over him.
No.
You got to wait until the run presents. So I just had to wait until we had a little bit of room, and I was a little bit disappointed in the way he finished it off the last 100. Generally when a horse is saved like that, they can sprint a bit stronger than what he did. So yeah, it wasn't great that he bottomed out like he did, but he hasn't had much racing, and he's just going to keep getting better, I think.
He hasn't got much extra trip to work with, but there is a little bit more there to play with over the 1650. Do you think this is perhaps his trip and maybe a bit more going forward? Yeah,
well, time will tell, right? But at the moment, he is where he is, and he should be a chance.
Casa Cosmo, the son of Tavistock, returning to Happy Valley for his second run at the City Circuit. We take a look at him here. Here he is circled in red, sort of just behind the speed here, Nick. And I thought he stayed on pretty well in this race behind Happy Together. He was just slightly balked for a run there momentarily too.
Yeah, look, he couldn't get going till obviously about the 300 there, and once he did, he was probably just having to chase the eventual winner, of course, that being Happy Together. So. Look, I think maybe if run the race again and he probably could get going maybe that little bit sooner, he might just have been able to build that momentum. But he still ran very well here, Paul.
Yeah, it was a good run. And look, his only run at Happy Valley was good too. He was blocked and didn't get a run halfway down the straight.
Yep, so there's a bit to like about Casa Cosmo. We can move on and have a look now. We're here at Gallant Waking, and he is in behind them here is Gallant Waking. Star Contact, he's pretty much right beside him in the run. You've got Happy Daily, who's wider again. And the other one in this race is Zone D. He's back in the field as well. He missed his start last time, Paul, and got back, but still ran on.
Yeah, I like both Star Contact and Gallant Waking coming out of this race. Star Contact showed he was up to this grade. He came into this grade for the first time here, hit the line really strongly, and Gallant Waking's going so well at the moment. So I think these two can quinella the horse race.
Yeah, look, 2 strong chances. I think, look, they're finished basically upsides there, and obviously Gallant Waking off a mark of 75. He's turned into quite a nice horse, and Star Contact, I think, has got a bit more to give.
He carried 134 last time. Gallant Waking is carrying a 130 here. We can have a look at Leslie now, and Leslie is back there in the field. Is Leslie? What about him, Nick, stepping up to 1650 here?
Yeah, look, interesting. I wasn't overly sort of convinced by him going up in trip, obviously quite sharply as well, 12 to 1650, but he seems to enjoy his racing here at Happy Valley. So Look, I guess you can make a case for him on his best form here, Paul.
Yeah, look, I've included him on the minor line, Leslie, because I think he's going to get a nice run. And by shooting to win, the breeding's there. 1650 should be okay.
Rightio, that's the verdict there on Leslie. Now we've got Majestic Victory in this replay here, and Majestic Victory is there in the red cap with the yellow star. Exceptional Nice, he's out wider in the mauve colours, and then in behind them here is All Beauty, and he just might have to get that little bit further back this time, Paul.
Yeah, that's what worries me a little bit with him. Majestic Victory, I'm worried that he could be caught wide. Just from his draw with a bit of pace underneath him. So those two worry me, and All Beauty might get too far back. Exceptional Nice, the other one, his form sort of just tapered off a little bit after winning those two in a row. So I've got none of these in.
Yeah, he went up £11 for both those wins, so obviously he might just have got up to his mark now. But I thought the run of Majestic Victory not the worst.
Time to have a look at one more horse in particular, and that is the Storm Legend, who hasn't won here in Hong Kong yet. Storm Legend, and he is way out wide to here in this replay. And coming into this race, Nick, first up off a little freshen up.
He has been, yeah, absolutely. And his trials have looked good. He was second in a 1,000-metre trial. I thought he ran on really well, and he also won a Chung Fa trial also. So he's clearly in good heart. Look, he's 0 from 20. I know on paper it doesn't make for the greatest of reading, but Harry Bentley seems to get on quite well with him. He's placed numerous times at this level, so I think he's very shortly, Paul, going to win one of these.
Yeah, he comes in with a nice racing weight. He's drawn 10, so he'll get back.
And here's his recent trial, which was down the straight at Shart, and you can see he's just got his head up a little bit there, but that's because Vincent is starting to shove him along in this trial. Paul, it was behind Forte, who was up on the pace and won it, but I did like the way he finished off.
Yeah, he finished off nice enough, didn't he? And look, the Casper found stable's in good form at the moment. We know the horses run very well at the Valley, so he finished off well.
He did, and I think if he gets a bit of luck around here, obviously he's raced well here. And if he finishes off anything like that, then I think he'll be right in the mix.
OK, that's all the replays. There look to be plenty of chances in this final, the second last race at Happy Valley Race 8, the Class 3 1650. But you're a star contact man, Paul?
Yeah, I'm going to go with him. He comes in with a really nice light weight coming into this race, and he showed he's up to this grade. First time in the grade running a placing. He finished alongside Gallant Waking. So I'm using that as the main form reference in the Quinella in the race, 11 to beat 2. Leslie up in trip. He's run over 1,400 metres. Now steps up to 16.15. Casa Cosmo was unlucky last time he was here. 11, 2, 9 and 7.
I'm going with the bottom one here, Storm Legend. I think his time might just have arrived, hopefully on Wednesday evening, and it might be he's for the winning. So good trials recently. The form is there as well, and I'll put him on top at a decent price. Gallant Waking in for second. He's got a good level of form, and he certainly should go well in this. Star Contact will once again run his race. He has done on his last couple, including winning. And Casa Cosmo, lightly raced, did go well here when not getting all the luck. So we'll put him in 12, 2, 11, 7.